The 2025 Spanish MotoGP at the Jerez circuit was a dramatic, controversial and resurgent event for one of the big teams. The racing world was shocked by an incident involving Marc Marquez and his brother Alex Marquez, who were penalized for a serious infringement during qualifying. Meanwhile, Yamaha managed to show signs of revival after such a long slump. So what actually happened? Let's discuss it. In the 2025 Spanish MotoGP qualifying session, held at the Jerez circuit, a surprising incident rocked the Q2 session. As the riders prepared to battle it out for pole position, the situation at the pit lane exit suddenly became the focus of attention. There was a jam in the area, with Fermin Aldeguer in the front position, followed by the two brothers, Marc and Alex Marquez, warming up their bikes. At this point, the red flag was still waving and the lights at the exit of the pit lane were still red, a clear indication that no rider was allowed to leave the pit lane. In a situation like this, all riders should have waited until race officials gave the green signal, either through flags or lights. Unfortunately, Marc and Alex Marquez seemed to have lost their concentration. When Aldeguer obediently stopped his bike, Marc and Alex, who were right behind him, kept going. Marc Marquez suddenly tried to brake when he realized something was wrong. He managed to slow down, but it was too late. His front wheel had already crossed the line while the red flag was still waving. The situation was even worse for Alex Marquez. He did not even react to the warning signal and immediately slid down the track as if nothing had happened. This incident did not go unnoticed by the race stewards. After an investigation, the organizers imposed severe penalties on both riders. Marc and Alex Marquez were fined €2,000 each, which is about 38 million rupiah. This sanction is not only a financial penalty, but also a strong warning from the race direction that violations of safety procedures, especially in red flag situations, will not be tolerated. This incident adds to the list of controversies surrounding the big name of Marc Marquez in the 2025 season, while also highlighting the importance of focus and full compliance in the MotoGP arena, no matter who the rider is. While drama and tension continue to shadow the Ducati camp, the atmosphere in the Yamaha garage is very different. In the midst of a difficult period that has seen their progress falter, there is finally a glimmer of hope. Yamaha are now showing real signs of a major revival. A few days before the Spanish GP, Yamaha secretly held a private test at the Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia. On this occasion they unveiled something that had only been rumored, a prototype of the new YZR M1 bike with a V4 engine configuration. A step that for years had only been talked about has finally become reality. The test took place under tight security, away from the media spotlight. Only a handful of information managed to leak to the public, including a photo showing Augusto Fernandez testing the mysterious bike. Although the shape of the bike is not clearly visible, one thing that cannot be hidden is the sound of the engine, which can be clearly heard, the distinctive roar of the V4 engine. This is a strong confirmation that Yamaha has really abandoned its inline 4 engine tradition, a radical decision in the long history of the team with the tuning fork logo. According to various sources, the V4 engine project has indeed been accelerated after a series of internal evaluations and several obstacles, including delays due to flooding at the Jerez circuit. Yamaha are now seriously preparing this new bike to be ready for full use from the 2026 season. In his statement, Yamaha's technical director Max Bartolini revealed that the V4 engine is still in the intensive testing phase. Yamaha will not rush into a decision. They will only use this engine if its performance is proven to be much better than the current bike. If the test results show clear advantages, then for the 2026 season Yamaha will launch a new bike with a complete package: engine, chassis and aerodynamics based on the V4 design. Interestingly, although Yamaha currently have concession rights, their main riders such as Fabio Quartararo, Alex Rins and Jack Miller are actually allowed to take part in this test. However, all three chose to stay away. For the time being, this ambitious project will be fully entrusted to Augusto Fernandez, who is now playing a key role in building Yamaha's new foundation in MotoGP. The 2025 Spanish MotoGP in Jerez provided plenty of surprises. One of the most eye-catching moments was when Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez were penalized for violating the red flag rule during qualifying. Behind the incident was an interesting reaction from Fabio Quartararo. The Yamaha rider openly admitted that he was happy with the steward's decision to punish the Marquez brothers. For Quartararo, this incident is clear proof that all riders, without exception, must abide by the MotoGP regulations. In a brief post-qualifying interview, Fabio Quartararo was candid in his comments. I think this is an important lesson. It doesn't matter who you are, world champion or not, if you break the rules you still have to be punished, said Quartararo with a smile. Fabio, who is known as a disciplined rider who pays attention to every procedure on the track, felt that the steward's actions were very appropriate. According to him, the incident involving Marc and Alex Marquez in the pit lane during the red flag should not be taken lightly. The red flag is a serious sign in terms of safety. If everyone just goes out, it could be very dangerous. So I'm glad the rules are being enforced, he continued. After a difficult start to the season, Quartararo and the Yamaha team are now starting to gain momentum, especially after the introduction of the new V4 engine at a private test in Valencia. The podium at the Spanish GP was proof that Yamaha are not finished yet, and Quartararo's spirits seem to be rising. We have worked very hard. Now it's time to show that we are worthy of competing at the top, said Fabio optimistically. While Yamaha have been busy behind the scenes with a technical revolution, Ducati have been much more aggressive, putting together the most fearsome squad in MotoGP history. The 2025 season will be the stage for the red domination of Borgo Panigale, and all eyes are now on the deadly duo, Francesco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez. Two big names, two world champions, now united in one garage, and the entire paddock knows that this combination is not just a collaboration, but an explosion of power ready to shake up every series on the MotoGP calendar. Francesco Pecco Bagnaia is a two-time world champion, a rider with a smooth but deadly style who has become a symbol of Ducati's new era. On the other hand, Marc Marquez is an icon who has made history, a true warrior with an aggressive, risky riding style, and now, for the first time, a truly competitive bike after years of injury and technical limitations. It didn't take long for observers to realize that Ducati's power was now at a different level. Oscar Harrow, former LCR Honda manager and MotoGP analyst known for his outspoken opinions, said that the combination of Marquez and Bagnaia was a nightmare for any rival. He even added that if they were in the same physical and technical condition, Marc Marquez would still have a natural advantage over Bagnaia. Marquez is an explosive rider. He can make miracles out of the most difficult situations, said Harrow. This season he has a great chance to be more ferocious than ever. But behind this strength lies the potential for conflict. Harrow warned that the relationship between Pecco and Marc could change as the competition heats up. We all forget too quickly who Marc Marquez really is, Harrow continued. He is a true winner, and when the pressure is on, a friendship off the track can easily turn into a fierce battle on the bike. Predictions abound. Many have compared Ducati's current situation to Yamaha's golden era, when Valentino Rossi and Jorge Lorenzo were involved in an iconic rivalry that divided the team and captured the world's attention. Now history seems to be repeating itself, two bright suns shining in a red Ducati sky. The Ducati Lenovo team know they are playing a high-stakes game. But they also know that if they can maintain the balance between power and ego, no other team will be able to come close to their dominance. The Desmosedici GP25 is not just the fastest bike on the grid, it is the ultimate weapon in the hands of the two most title-hungry riders of this generation. Will Yamaha really step up and surprise Ducati? Let us know your opinion below.